Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. In the previous section we completed the Chocobo treasure hunting side quest. There is only one more treasure for us to find, but we can only obtain it after we come back from Terra. And during this segment I'm going to do a few final preparations before I head towards Ibsen's castle. We're going to visit Daguerreo for the first time. There's a lot of things to do there, and if things go well we should have achieved the highest treasure hunter ranking. But first we're going to meet another friendly monster, the friendly Yen, and we're just going to run around this area until we find one. But be very careful here, make sure Zidane has the alert ability, and also make sure that everyone has the antibody ability, because there's a few Yens that aren't exactly friendly, and they're the toughest monsters that you can fight in this game. At this point I'm not ready to fight them yet, so if you run into them, immediately use Zidane to cast Flee so that you can run away. But just keep running around. It seems I might be in luck right the first time around, so let's see what we get here. Oh, it's this guy. That's actually very disappointing. It's always annoying when I'm looking for a friendly monster and the ragtime mouse appears instead. Let's see what he has for us. It wasn't Lord Afon, it was Lord Avon, so let's pick the X, which is false, and we'll get a little bit of money. Yes, Queen A is very smart. But let's keep running around until we encounter the friendly Yan, because then the friendly monster side quest will be over. I cut out a few random battles here. Like I said, whenever I encountered a monster that wasn't friendly here, I just ran away, and I barely survived. So we're going to give him a diamond. Apparently with this friendly Yon, if you actually fight him, he won't run away, he will keep attacking you, and he's a very tough opponent, but then he won't be able to hit Ozma with physical attacks. So you should do this. See, he says now you can reach the round guy. He's talking about Ozma, and now our fight against Ozma will be easier, still very hard, but easier nonetheless. And we get a Rosetta ring, which is a very nice reward. As you can see, he also gives a ton of AP. Plus, I would never attack him, honestly, I can't. I already feel bad enough to sometimes have to kill a few monsters that look rather cute, and I feel bad. But yeah, I'm not going to attack him. But as soon as you get him, make sure you get out of there. Vile Island isn't a place to mess around. But now we're going to do a little stop at Black Mage Village so that I can buy a few more cotton robes and get a lot more money. And I also need to buy a Gladius for Zidane, so that we can get a new weapon for him in the Daguerreo. And we're also going to buy stippled hats. Remember, you can buy the wrists in Dali Village, and you can buy the stippled hats in the Black Mage Village, so you can make cotton robes and still make lots of money. And now make 99 cotton robes. I know they're expensive, but we're going to sell them and we'll get a very nice profit from them. And you can do this as much as you want. You just have to keep traveling between Dali and the Black Mage Village and you'll be good. See? Got quite a nice bonus. And now I have over 400,000 gil, which is more than enough. After saving the world, we're probably going to open our own hotel or something. But from here we're going to fly towards Alexandria. And in Alexandria we are going to collect a few more items, and then we are going to head towards Daguerreo. So let's land here. The rewards that you can get in Alexandria aren't anything special, but they do give you points for your treasure hunter ranking, so you should get them. I always found this little dialogue between these two kind of funny, because the cook is trying to help rebuild this house with a frying pan, and the other guy isn't too pleased about it. Every single item that you pick up in any town, whether it's with the exclamation point or a treasure, whenever you open them you get 1 point towards your treasure ranking. There's a little bit of money here, so let's get it. And Lowell apparently decided to come work in this theater, even though things don't seem to be working out all too well. That's the synthesist, by the way. If you want to talk to him so that he can make weapons, you can talk to him. But now let's head towards the castle. There's a couple of items there for us to pick up as well. Sucks that Alexandria was destroyed. I mean, it's not the residents' fault that their queen started an all-out war, so they didn't deserve this fate. But we're going to leave Alexandria now and we're going to head towards Daguerreo. I'm going to take the Hildegard number 3 since it's a little bit faster than Choco. And in Daguerreo, if everything goes well, we should get our S rank medal for finding pretty much all the treasures that we need to find. We're also going to get another Stalazio coin, buy a few weapons and get a rare card. We can either get a flare card or a meteor card, but I'll explain those things once we actually get there. For now, let's get back in the airship. I wish Choco could get inside the airship. I believe there was a Final Fantasy game. I think, was it Final Fantasy VII? I'm actually not quite sure. But I do believe that it was in Final Fantasy VII that Choco could ride the airship. And if you're wondering why I stopped in Dali to buy that dagger, it's due to the fact that in Ibsen's castle, characters will deliver more damage if you equip them with their weakest weapons. Because in Ibsen's castle everything works in reverse, and that's why you should give your characters their weakest weapons, so that when it comes to physical attacks they can deliver the biggest amount of damage with standard physical weapons. And now let's leave here. Let's get inside the airship and we're going to head towards Daguerreo. It's located in the Forgotten Continent. Maybe it's not in the Forgotten Continent, it's close by though. And somehow a lot of people from the Mist Continent managed to arrive here. But let's get inside. First let's get the Stalazio coin. It's right here. And now let's step through here and we're going to talk with Gilgamesh, who will give us our treasure hunter ranking. No, you haven't, come on. So now we need to go out and talk with him again, and that will give us a reward. He will give us the medal. And like I said before, every time you open a chest or find an item in a certain location, you get 1 treasure point, and that will increase your rank. But whenever you find a treasure in the world map with Choco, then you get 2 points. So if you've been following my walkthrough up until now, you should also have the S rank and you should be awarded with the medal. He's going to be famous because, as you know, Gilgamesh is a character in many different Final Fantasy games. But for now, let's talk with the synthesist. And we're going to make the Sargatanas. We need the Gladius and the Zorlin shape. That's a new weapon for Zidane. I'm going to give it to him for now, even though we're going to remove it later on, before we step inside Ibsen's castle. And now make sure you read all the titles of these books so that you can get one of the guys who's blocking your path to move. And you can either get the Meteor card or a Flare card here. If you want to get the Meteor card, you need to agree with the saleswoman all the time. If you want to get the Flare card, you need to agree with the young man. And you need to do this until one of them says that both you and them agree in a lot of subjects, and as a reward you'll get the card. You can either get one or the other, but as you can see, I agreed with the saleswoman and I got the Meteor card. Now we'll be able to go down. Now talk with the scholar checking these books out, and if you investigated the pile of books in the corner, Zidane will tell him that he knows where the book is. The guy moves and you can head down. And you can get 2 elixirs and also talk with the guy who can change the name of your characters here. I'm motivated to call all of them Potato at this point, but I guess I'll stick to their original names. I could rename Queen Gordon Ramsay or something, but I guess that wouldn't work. Anyway, let's go through the other side and we're going to pick up another elixir. Very nice reward. And there's still a few things that we need to do here. We need to go to the weapon shop. That guy has a few nice items, but before we can actually buy anything from him, we need to fix the elevator. So we need to go around. However, if you go over here and give the statue some stones, in this case ores, whenever you give 5, you will get an aquamarine. And I'm glad that at least one person from Clara survived. That makes me happy. That gives me hope that maybe some other people escaped as well. I like how that guy just keeps reading no matter what. Nothing to see here. And now we can ride the elevator up and we can talk to the weaponsmith. He's very grateful even though he doesn't give you stuff for free, which I think is wrong. Make sure you buy the run blade for Steiner and buy the other weapons as well. But that's it, we are done with Daguerreo. We will come back later as well. And that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. We are ready to head towards Ibsen's castle. That's going to be our next destination. And we're going to advance in the plot of the game quite a little bit. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this segment useful. And I will see you all later for the next part. Take care.